Hey, you're at Steve Morris Engines. I'm Steve, and obviously I'm going to show you some new stuff maybe you don't know. Alright, so I had a customer that just burned up a piston twice in an engine. Does not appear to be mechanical. After talking with them, so I said, "Why don't you send me your logs? Because I want to look at see what's going on." And when I saw it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is not really good. And I'm going to show you why I think so, and I'm going to show you cool, fun facts with math. Not that I'm a real math guy, but I just understand stuff like that. So let me take you over here, and we'll start looking at the screen. And I think you're gonna learn from this pretty good. All right, so this is the data log right here that the customer sent in to me. And now, in general, if we get rid of this line, this thing looks fine. This is right through here. This is where it's a turbo car. So he comes up on the 3-step right here. Then the car comes over to the 2-step because it's met its target threshold of boost. Although boost is still increasing a little bit right through here. So he's on the trans brake this whole time. So this was, this is 6 seconds. So this is 6 seconds till when he launched. So 0 is your launch RPM, okay? So you start looking at it in general and trying to figure out, why is this thing burning up cylinders? Burn up 2, but would leave the other ones alone. So if you go over here to, where is his AFR? Okay, so we'll come over here and we're just going to turn on our target O2 and our actual general O2 number. So he's got them combined. Now I didn't do the tune in this, but I am just looking through it. So it's following the target. The target's looking fine. We are at 3.6 and it's meeting target. So that's what these lines right through here, this purplish blue line is. The straight line is right here, that is the actual target. And then this line is the actual. All right, so the O2 looks good. Everything looks fine through there. If we go look at, let's see, our O2 correction. The O2 correction is like minimal. It's only, if you look at the number right here, 3%. So it's like nothing. So everything looks good in the tune-up. That looks fine. Then I come down here and look at EGTs and I go, holy crap, 1500 right here. So if we bring up these lines here, you can see this thing has got pretty excessive EGTs. All right, disregard this one. This is a noise interference issue. So right through here, I mean, we are at 1449, 1584, 12, 13, 12, 13. So they're also all over the place. This one here looks like it was probably dropped away. Let's see, that is, what cylinder is that? That, because this just hurt number 8. No, let's see, number 8 was hanging in there. This green one must be number 3. Nope. There we go. Number 7. And oddly enough, number 7 is fine. But anyways, you can see the EGTs are up here. The EGTs are really hot. So it's like, holy cow. Now listen. This is at this target AFR, and matching target, or meeting the target, this thing should not be even remotely close to 1500 degrees. Almost 1600 degrees right here. Not even remotely close. So, all right, what makes high EGTs? Too lean or not enough timing. So then I come over here and go, okay, not enough timing. Let's look at what the timing looks like. Click this, and I go, oh crap. All right, now here comes the fun part of math. I talked to him. This is timing control on the 2-step and 3-step in order to build boost and maintain boost. Now at this RPM, 4,500 RPM. This is what's making the engine pop, bang. It's on the rev limiter. You're trying to build boost, make the exhaust hot by taking timing out, but it's trying to control the rate of the boost increase. So it is actually climbing up, timing, like that's 16, all the way down here is 3. So it's sitting here just pulsing back and forth. Okay, that is pretty normal, just is what it is. But like I said, you're going to be seeing huge number swings like this in, 17 down to 3, 2, probably down to 0 right here. Yeah, 1 degree right here. This is pretty normal. This is fine. What's not normal is this continues to do this all the way down track until right here. All right, now that is at time-wise, that's 4.16 seconds. Obviously, the car went about a 460 pass, 460, 470 pass, probably might actually win a high 50 right here. So a high 450 pass, and only for the last 0.4 seconds did it not have this timing going all over. What is this timing all controlled by? What's going on here is they're using the traction control to try to maintain the car. They're letting the traction control run all the way down the track. I do not recommend that. I will tell you why here in a second. Notice one thing that it is doing. So this is just timing. This thing is going between 22, 24, 20, where are you at? 26 degrees of timing, and all the way down here at 9. All right. So keep in mind, when the timing is doing this, we do this intentionally over here to do what? Technically make the engine run bad in order to build boost. Over here, we're now at 8,000 RPM, 8,300 RPM, 8,400 RPM, and even our minimum RPM is 7,000. All right. So now we've just made this thing full power, built-in boost. This thing is not happy. Probably don't know it in the car because it's making fast passes. But if we take this timing line away right here, you'll see this is what it's doing to the boost. Now, in order to do this to the boost, it is actually slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down, speeding up the impeller wheel. Well, turbine wheel and impeller, they're hooked together. So this is just pulsing. It's just making the turbo go crazy also. So the turbo is really unhappy. The engine is just as unhappy, no different than where it's down here. And so I believe this is why it is probably getting hurt, because things are happening so fast here, it has a whole bunch of bad cycles. So let's do the fun math on this thing. So let's take this little area right here, all right? So right there is 3.182 to 3.03, all right? So that's basically 0.15 of a second, all right? You think, what's it matter? The thing is too fast. The thing is going so fast right here. What's it matter? It'll never know it. I beg to differ. So now let's just bring up our simple fun facts with math and how engines actually work. Let's just do it for round numbers for sake of ease. It was 8139, but let's say it's just 8,000. So it's 8,000 RPM. Half of that number is a firing cycle. So for every 1 rotation, every 2 rotations, the engine fires once. The spark plug fires once. So that's a firing cycle, all right? So divide that by 2. That's 4,000. So that's 4,000 times per minute the engine is firing the spark plug, making combustion, all right? Now, let's divide that by 60, which would give us how many times per second it does it. 66.66 times per second, the piston has come up with fuel and air. It's sparking and making a compression event. All right, 66 times a second. So at 66 times a second, we're at 1.5. Let's just figure it out easy, 1% of that, or 10% of that. 0.1 would be 10%. 10% of that, 6 times. So in this very short time right here, just this little flitch, and then if we go back here at 3.2 and yep, so 0.2, that's 0.2. So at 0.2, that'd be 20%. That would be 12 times. So from right here to right here, we had 12 compression events. 12 cylinder filled up with fuel, air, sparking, pushing the piston back down. 12 times. And in 12 times, it went from 10 degrees of timing to 24. Oh, hold on, it's actually 25. 25. Went from 10 degrees of timing to 25. It went from a really angry engine that is not burning all the fuel to a happy engine that burned all its fuel in a matter of 0.2 seconds. 0.2 of 1 second. It did all of that 12 times. It's getting hurt. It does not like doing that. I do not like to run cars. Can you do it? Yes. Will it go fast? Probably. Could it be better? Yes. Just because it works doesn't mean it's right, and just because it works doesn't mean it can't be better. All right? And the thing that I would always focus on and would tell everybody to do is, okay, the traction control is there in order to save your pass, not make your pass. That's from an engine guy's standpoint. I'm showing you the math. How many times per second that thing is firing, and how many times it fired in bad firing. So you're asking the cylinder, if you slowed it really down very far, your piston's coming up, boom, comes down, exhausts, comes back down, draws air, comes back up, boom. You're asking that cycle to run really bad and incorrectly, which changes things in the combustion chamber, heats up spark plug, heats up exhaust, and then all of a sudden make it go to full okay. It can't do that. You have mechanical parts in there that are not going to respond the same as the electronics in your software. So this thing is probably getting, in my opinion, is probably getting hurt because it is riding the traction control all the way down the track. Now, what he notices is that it usually gets hurt right here at the very end where it stops doing the traction control. That proves the point. The traction control is messing it all up, and then all of a sudden you're asking a poorly running engine, the same kind of poorly running engine that you do to make it build boost, build excessive exhaust temperature, build a problem, potentially, running it all the way down track, and then as soon as you ask it to clean up, well, it's been so angry and peed off that all of a sudden it's like, okay, back at it, and it's probably got a super hot spark plug, it's prone to detonate, it's got some issues and problems. So, lesson, always remember, I do not recommend running these cars on traction control all the way down the track. Whenever you see me do any tuning on my car, I'll tell you, oh man, it was all over the traction control right through here. What do? If it was spinning, I take power away from it so it won't do it again. If it wasn't spinning, I raise my traction control line up so it won't hit it. My goal is to not hit the traction control, not to let it ride on the traction control because of that. Will it work? Yes. Will it go fast? Yeah. Is it right? No. Could it be better? I think so. So, anyways, that's what we're looking at right there. Thought you guys would really get a kick out of that. And I'm actually making sure the customer watches this because I think this is just what's going on. And like I said, and it's been fast and it works, and there's probably a lot of people that do this, but I do not recommend you do that. The traction control is there to save it, not make it, in my humble opinion. As an engine guy, because I understand what's going on inside the engine when you do this. So I'm Steve Morris. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.